This is it. Record. You know when you're good.
I'm good.
All right, Shalom. First, before we open up, I'd like to give all glory, all praises, honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who were well. And as always, peace and salutations to the whole elect. And the Sisakas pushing the truth throughout the four corners of the earth. I'm the brother Yerah.
And the brother Yeshari.
You know, we the brothers from Great Millstone Camp coming at you with another lesson. And me and the brother just chatting up before we spark up the video. We just going into, how women, how they're harlots. And, and also going into the balance of how, like, we was harlots to the Lord, and the Lord is making us feel how he feel through our women, and understanding, why the Lord did smoke thy ass. Because, looking at our women, hey, you be wanting to smoke them, but, hey, the Lord, we ain't got the power right now. So, we want to open up with this.
Yeah, if I may just expound a little bit, because me and the brother, we actually seen the video. I was going to play the video, but I think I'm going to hold off on that, man. Just due to whatever the heck going on with my phone. But basically there was a dude, he made like a TikTok. He said some older guy was like basically having a conversation with him. He asked him, hey, how often do you see a dog have, intercourse? And he said, man, frequently, or whatever he said. He basically said he see it, a amount of times. He's seen it. And he said, how many times have you seen a cat having intercourse? He said, dang, now that I think about it, I've never really seen a cat have intercourse. And he said, with that, watch your woman. And that was like one of the truest things ever that was said. No matter how that guy is trying to, refer to this world or whatever, we're going to bring out scriptures basically showing how, because if you look at the ways of our women right now, they have the haughty looks, that the scriptures talk about. They are very proud on these dang on social media sites. You will have a crush on a woman on one social media site. You would think she's, pretty or beautiful. And then, nowadays, we ain't into all that. We ain't on all that Facebook crap and stuff anyways. But, this is what the so-called black man, the Latino man have to go through in this time, man. And, Elder Malcolm made a point not long ago. And he said, man, basically he was just, basically saying Shalak Rayam to these Northern Kingdom women, because they have their beauty, they have their hair, they have their consolation, basically, man. They go on these platforms and they're superstars on these platforms based off the assets that the Lord has given them, and they're using it all in the wrong way, man.
I'm gonna open up with this. I'm gonna jump up to 11. Hosea 4:11. This whole chapter fire. Hosea 4:11 said, "Whoredom and wine and new wine take away the heart," and that whoredom goes into the philosophy. That wine goes into the philosophies. You know what I'm saying? And just like the brothers going to how, like with the woman, the analogy with the cat, you never see cats doing. That's how Jake is. They do all their wickedness behind closed doors. The ancient times, Jake was I think it was accounting Ezekiel when the angel grabbed Ezekiel and took him into the temple and was showing them what they was doing behind closed doors. They was worshiping and weeping for Tammuz, worshiping them different idols, and that's symbolic to, these hoes out here, man. In a sense, they put on this persona like they these virtuous women, but behind closed doors, they're destroying men's lives, man. And
then if I may expound a little bit more, because like I was saying, about our women, the proud, and they use all of these assets in the wrong way. The men, they do it the same way, and they go off in all of these different ideologies that Esau Edom got, these different doctrines, man, and they go further into it. They surpass the deeds of the wicked when they start to do these things. Now they drunk off that wine, man.
It says, verse 12, "My people ask counsel at their stocks, and their staff declare unto them, for the spirit of whoredoms have caused them to err and have gone a whoring from under their power." And that's, whoring from, these different stocks are what? These different philosophies, these religious. Christianity did a number on our people. Because Christianity, what it did was it pushes the feminine vibe on us men. It effeminized the men. And then what it did, it pretty much, the church was behind the feminist movement as well. It was the church that was telling our women, saying pretty much to murk their child in their womb.
Yep, it was all to break the structure in the household, knowing that the man was having a stable foundation. Especially a man that served the Lord. You know, hey, there was a power in that, man.
Huh.
You know, but Esau Edom, he gave our women all of these different assets that we was talking about. You know, the jobs, the social media, the social security, and whatever.
The music.
The music. Oh, especially the music.
And the music, it wasn't even in this time. It started earlier than that. You had what? Janet Jackson in the 80s.
Yeah.
You know, these independent brides, Madonna, these goofy assholes, and our women being gullible, being the weaker vessel, they fell into the trap. You know, they was persuaded by the serpent, just like Eve in the garden. You know, he presented the fruit, which was the philosophy, as good, as sweet to the eye, but in reality, it's destroying everything.
That's right, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Whole households are destroyed. Men are destroyed. Men, because of women. You got a lot of men out here literally just destroyed because of women.
Yeah.
You got homeless guys that had, you know, a well-established life.
Yeah. And they got married to a woman.
And that bitch took everything and he threw.
Damn.
So what's the judgment that's await for these whores, man? Right. Just like, because when you look at Babylon the Great is a reflection of, you know, that they say, you know, Babylon the Great, when you look, that's why the Lord likened unto a harlot, because that's how the women are in this country. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's right, bro. You want to keep reading through? No.
God, it said, they sacrifice upon the tops of mountains and burn incense upon the hills under the oaks and poplars and elms, because of the shadow thereof is good. Therefore, the daughter shall commit whoredom, and your spouses shall commit adultery. And we just talking about with the cat analogy. It said they do it in the shadows. Well, therefore, it's good when nobody sees them. You know, these hoes, man. You know, there's no way in the righteous kingdom a plethora of niggas would be able to have access to your woman like that via social media. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to think, these bitches got over 500 friends, and a lot of these dudes sexual deprived, they thirsty, they simps. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then you know, just adding it in, you know, because you said 500. Now try 500,000.
Yeah.
You know, now they don't need you for nothing. They got 500,000 followers and more than 1,000 likes on this one picture, a simple picture. So how many of these guys are willing to pay their rent?
And then on top of that, they got 911.
Oh.
You know, they got 911, so they don't need you for protection. They don't need you for providence. They don't need you.
Esau programmed them to believe that they don't need the man.
But you finna have a rude awakening when that devil slithered back into that hole, that serpent. He gonna leave your ass to dry.
Yeah.
And then you gonna, like it says in Micah, she is my enemy, shall be trodden in the streets.
Yep.
You know?
Going back to the verse, it said, because the shadow thereof is good, like you said, man. You know, because that's what pleases them. You know, they sneak around. They say that sneaky sex the best sex. That's something that they've been throwing around for like the past couple of years. Sneaky link. You know what I'm saying? And that's weird, man.
Yeah. It says, verse 14, but there's a reason behind all this. Hey, the Lord making us feel how he felt.
That's right, brother.
You know, as a nation, now he making us feel through our women. Right. See, the Lord, he's a masterful teacher, man. He's a hard teacher, man. You know, the Lord, he like any father, he gonna teach you like a father. Like, you gonna learn the hard way.
That's right.
And the Lord making us feel it, man.
Yeah, he gonna let you fall, but you're gonna have to get back up. And right now, you know, if I'm just add, man, hey, this is the time of mercy. This is the time where we really have to fight our flesh harder and harder, man, as we get closer and closer to these times, and we can't go out of our wits for women. Hey, all of these laws, statutes, commandments that the Lord has written, hey, we have to follow them to the best of our ability, because this is going to be the only thing that's going to keep us stable in the times that's approaching, man.
God, this is our woman, the ultimate one, which is just wisdom, Sophia. Verse 14, it said, and I will not punish your daughters when they commit whoredom, nor your spouse when they commit adultery. For themselves are separate with whores. Speaking of you men, you know, the likes of LeBron, all these guys that they look up to, all of them niggas are sellouts. Them guys behind closed door, they get bent over and do all kinds of rituals and worship for these different gods. You know? How you think LeBron and Kyrie, you know, or any of these niggas, Kanye, Jay-Z, all these niggas was able to get the status and the wealth that they had? They either bent over or had a sacrifice or passed somebody through the fire or some shit, man. All of it, man. Slept with a goat, all kinds of shit, man. Yeah. Drink blood, eat feces. You know, behind closed door, they have to degrade themselves to get the things that they have. And these stupid ass women don't know that they chase that lifestyle. Yeah. And what is causing your whole nation to lose. Right. You know? Salaki. Come. It says, I will not punish your daughter. I'm gonna read that again, bro. Hosea 4:14. It says, and I will not punish your daughters when they commit whoredom, nor your spouse when they commit adultery, for they themselves are separated with whores, and they sacrifice for harlots. Therefore, the people that do not understand shall fall. Though thou, Israel, played a harlot, yet let not Judah offend, and come not ye on to Gilgad, neither go ye up to Behavior, nor swear the Lord liveth. But it was going to, and eventually Judah partake
too.
Yeah,
they start partaking too. But at this point in time, he was really talking about the northern tribes, man. But yeah, I mean, you can keep reading one more verse.
One more verse.
Yeah.
It says, verse 16, for Israel slideth back as a bike sliding heifer.
And that's the same thing they doing now. Go ahead.
Yeah, I see. Now the Lord will feed them as a lamb in a large place. They're going to be prepared for the slaughter.
That's right.
You want to be a whore? You want to fatten yourself back? Hey, the Lord, and you look at these women, they, we call them thick in today's terminology, but in reality, these bitches obese. We got to accept what we have. Of course, we love big booty women. Don't get me wrong. Because we're men. Hey, but in reality, a lot of these bitches overweight.
Yeah.
So, what do you think in Jacob's trouble? They're not gonna be able to run. They're gonna be through. A lot of you gonna be in some stew. Because cannibalism is coming back. A lot of you women gonna be chopped up, ass and titties and all.
Yeah.
In a pot with some potatoes.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna grab that Sirach 26 real quick. You got some more on that?
That's a little bit more.
Go ahead.
It said Ephraim is joined to idols. And although speaking of Ephraim, but you can, it's all of Israel, man.
That's right.
It said, let them alone. Their drink is sour. They have committed whoredom continually. Her rulers with shame do love give ye. That was it on that.
That's right. That's right, man. Yeah, but it says back in Sirach 26, because really you can start at 1 and just read down. But I'm going to just get straight to the point, man. Just going in on that the video, the account, man. I started verse 6, man. Man, it's crazy.
So chapter 5.
Yeah, this really is, man. Man, you know what? I started verse 5. It says in Sirach chapter 26, verse 5, there be 3 things that mine heart feareth, and for the 4th I was so afraid, the slander of a city, the gathering together of an unruly multitude, and a false accusation. All these are worse than death. But a grief of the heart and sorrow is a woman that is jealous over another woman.
Oh man, I was just watching the video the beloved elder down there in Dallas just put up. He did put up a clip. It was a Fox channel. It was like a news channel doing a report on how men, they trying to say that black men are leaving the country and pretty much become a sex toy. They trying to like make it something look bad because black men are leaving, getting passports and going out to like the Philippines, South America to go find, real women, man.
Right.
Now they trying to demonize it.
Real women, though.
You know what I'm saying? Then I read when it come to the elder, like, remember Stella got her groove back. It wasn't a problem when Stella got her groove back.
Right.
You know what I'm
saying? Damn, that's a good point. Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
Dang.
It wasn't a problem when you know what I'm saying? When I'm coming out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All that shit.
Mm-hmm. Dang. That's a good point. It says, verse 7, an evil wife is a yoke shaken to and fro. He that had the hold of her is as though he held a scorpion. Hey, you know what? I'm going to say something, man. And I'm going to say it because it's the truth. If you go check the statistics, go check your news, go check your websites or all your little update news podcasts, whatever in your state, I guarantee you're going to see a plethora of men killing their wives. You're going to see a plethora of these men killing their wives and their children. The men killing their wives and their mothers. I'm talking about their mother, the woman mother and the woman children.
And their own mom.
Yeah, and some of them their own mom.
Yeah,
and then you'll see a lot of these women, they've been doing the same thing. The Lord has been showing his judgment all throughout the world.
It was a nigga in Chicago, I believe it was a Jake. This nigga raped his own mama. Beat the shit out of her and raped his own mom.
Yep.
And who knows, he probably horny, sexually deprived, depressed. Yeah. He going to school, these hoes dressed scandalously.
Yeah,
he just sitting there with a hard rod, just like, what the, you know what I'm saying?
No, and ain't no telling what his mama was doing around him.
Yeah, probably busting niggas down.
Ain't no telling what, because this is the mind frame of the so-called black woman nowadays. My son can't have no girlfriend.
Yeah.
I remember, and I'm going to say this because we're doing this lesson, man. I remember, I never said this out loud, but I remember my mama, I was like 9 years old. My mama came into my auntie house. I had met this girl outside or whatever, long story short. I brought her back to the crib. This girl was like 15. Like, she was like 14, 15. I remember she was in high school, and I'm like 9, 10 years old. And my mama basically walked in the house and caught me kissing this girl. My mama started like screaming, telling the girl to get out, calling her nasty, and you know how old my son is and stuff. The truth of the fact of the matter is, ain't nothing wrong with what I was doing. Like, you know, I wasn't a man yet. I was still a little boy. But it's like, what's wrong with me having a girl, you know what I'm saying, that want to, like, and then, so I'm going to be honest, my mama, that spirit that she had towards me, she couldn't have it for too long because I wasn't with it. I wasn't with all that asking my mama for dates and can I have a girlfriend. But my brother is the opposite. So now she treat him like a complete, like a simp. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Every move he make, it got to get approved by my mom.
And he's the same women that bring different men in and out the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, different stepdaddies. Every 3 years, he got a new stepdaddy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then don't even respect his own dad.
Yeah, don't even respect his own dad. That's why this place, bro, we got to get the hell up out of here, man.
We got to, bro. But it says, and he that have hold of her as though he has hold of a scorpion. It says a drunken woman and a gatherer abroad causes great anger, and she will not cover her own shame. The whoredom of a woman may be known, and her haughty looks and eyelids see, and that's what they learned from Babylon. You know, to be out drinking and smoking, partying, you know, putting on their little eyelashes and all of this, and getting on social media, taking these pictures, basically whoring themselves, man. You know, promoting themselves, you know, promoting their assets to the whole world. But then get on the platforms and say, I need a man. How you need a man, or I want a man, but you just exploited your whole body to the world.
God.
Like, it's weird, man.
And then that's how you just show these women are stupid as hell, man.
That's right.
That shows like why we should never follow the black woman in the beginning.
All right.
You know, and not just the so-called, all these damn women. All the Babylonian women, even these heathen women, they through. You got Ishmaelite women coming over here with a motherfucking head wrap and jeans on.
Yeah.
With leggings on now. This place is through. So
yeah, no, because this is the fruit of Esau being on top. Man. This is his fruit. This is what he wanted the world to be, man.
Because he's a fucking sodomite.
That's right.
Esau on the scripture saying in the book of Daniel, you know what I'm saying? In the book of Daniel, he shouldn't need to desire women. This nigga don't like women.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's his plateau.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It says, if thy daughter be shameless, keep her in straitly, lest she abuse herself through overmuch liberty.
I was gonna say, he know that we love women,
and he know, they got it. So like,
and he know that that's the one of the blessings that the Lord gave him. He told Abraham, what you should be as the sand of the sea. Yeah. So in order for you to be the sand of the sea, Israel men got to be sexually active, hyper. Yep. Even our women.
Yep. So this damn devil come in and he train our women to believe that they got to be the only one. That they got to just be the only one. This man got to be the only one, and if he don't do what you say do, you could smack him and call us and we'll come get him. Like what? Or go on Judge Mathis and make him look like a cheater, and it's weird in this place, man. You know, but the Lord says what? Watch over an impudent eye and marvel not if she trespass against thee. Hey, because she got to be kept in straightly. Why? Because so she don't go, go listen to Esau. Look at Eve, man. Look at Eve and the serpent. This is the world we live in. A world ran by a freaking child and a freaking whore, man. Hey, but look, it's all because we went off. It's going to bring it full circle, man. You know, we got to bring it full circle because, but it says she will open her mouth as a thirsty traveler when he had found a fountain and a drink of every water near her. By every hedge she will sit down and open her quiver against every arrow. See, that's why Edom allowed this dang on toxic masculinity word to be put out. Because if you want to keep your woman in the house, now you insecure. Or you don't want her to dress like a whore, you insecure.
God. It's a witchcraft, bro.
Yeah, man, because they're trying to make whores out of our women just like they did out of us, man.
And that's pretty much it. We can go on and on about this topic, man. But we pray this video is edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Once they call halal, Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, by Shem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and as always, peace and salutations to the elect. And a ball to this wicked ass place, man. Shalom.
Shalom.